lost one child. I won't survive if I lose another.
Why don't we go someplace, it's the two of us, and we catch up?
I don't think so.
You're good by comparison. Prove it.
Who'd frame Willow?
I think we know the answer to that.
Valentin shocks Lulu with a chilling custody warning as Tracy realizes Brook Lynn may have framed Willow. Carly vows revenge on Brennan after Joss refuses to quit the WSB, while Danny's explosive confession about Rocco's secret shooting threatens to destroy families and ignite Port Charles's next explosive showdown. Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. After watching these videos, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Valentin issues Lulu a warning and figures out Brook Lynn framed Willow. Today on General Hospital, Carly and Joss come to an understanding. Danny turns Rocco into Jack, and Chase once again accuses Michael of framing Willow. At Turning Woods, Danny tells his dad didn't shoot Cullum, so Jack asks who did? Jack can't just take his word his dad is innocent, so unless he can give him a name or evidence, nothing will come from this. Danny admits it was Rocco. Jack says this explains a lot, including Jason's slide bite and the all-around messiness of that night. Danny doesn't want Rocco to be punished, but his dad shouldn't be punished either for something he didn't do. Jack says unfortunately he doesn't think the WSB will care, and pursuing this will cause problems for Rocco, so he should let it go. Tracy and Willow throw accusations at each other. At General Hospital, Tracy is waiting for a board meeting to begin when Willow arrives. Willow holds a representative seat on the board, and she's here to answer questions on her childcare program, which the hospital is implementing. The women get into the usual war of words, with Tracy refusing to let Willow come between Brook Lynn and Chase. Willow tells Tracy that the only person straining Chase and Brook Lynn's marriage is her. As they dredge up history and accusations fly, especially about Willow pulling Chase away from Brook Lynn, Willow says she didn't call Chase to the police station. He came because he cares. Confused, Tracy wonders why she was at the station and laughs when she learns Willow is a suspect in Jordan and Curtis' crash. Willow says she was framed and then accuses Tracy of altering her travel log. Will Joss quit the WBS for Carly? Carly sits by Joss' bedside as she sleeps, and finally stirs awake. Joss is sorry she put her mom in that room with Albrecht, but she couldn't let her get hurt. Carly is glad this is over and that Cullum is dead. All of this will be a distant memory soon. Joss knows that is what her mom wants, but she's not leaving the WSB. Joss says she succeeded in her mission, and she wants to do good and help people. She likes this job and she doesn't hate the WSB. Carly cries she's lost one child, and she won't survive losing another. Joss says men like Cyrus Sidwell and Sonny make a living through violence, and she was given the opportunity to do something about that, so she took it. Joss says she's good at this job and isn't giving it up. Joss knows the WSB isn't perfect. Cullum is proof of that, which is why they need people like her. She asks her mom to just try to understand this, as she doesn't want to lose her over this. Tears flow, and eventually Carly realizes that if she fights Joss on this, she'll lose her, and that will kill her. She's not okay with this, but she understands why Joss does it, so maybe that's enough. Joss breaks down and cries. She has no idea how much that means to her. As they are crying, that's when Jack arrives. He says it looks like they got a happy ending after all. Emma returns home. Emma comes home to a shirtless Gio cleaning and rocking out to music. He wasn't expecting her until tomorrow, and pulls her into a kiss. He tells her that he worked hard to clean this place up, and he got all of Anna's favorite foods. Emma is impressed and thanks him. Emma wasn't expecting him here and asked what happened to Sonny's place. Gio tells her about Tracy and Sonny wanting her to move back to Quartermaines, but he came here instead. Emma says Sonny wouldn't lie to him about the severity of the Sidwell situation, and when someone asks you for something that's hard, you'll do anything they ask. All hell breaks loose at Lulu's. At Lulu's, Rocco hopes his dad will forgive him for what he said, but Dante says there is nothing to forgive. That's when Charlotte and Lulu arrive home, arguing about Valentin, whom Lulu wouldn't let her go see. Dante steps out to make a call, and Charlotte argues with her mother about whether Valentin poses a danger. Dante returns and reveals Valentin has been released with a full pardon. Lulu doesn't understand, and Charlotte says he turned himself in and exposed Cullum. Dante is shocked to learn Charlotte has been in touch with Valentin, who has been in town the whole time. That's when Rocco comes forward. He knew about Valentin too. Charlotte tells them not to blame Rocco, as she swore him to secrecy. That's when Valentin shows up at the door, and Charlotte jumps into his arms. Valentin apologizes for dropping by unannounced, but he wanted to tell her the good news in person. Valentin says he has a lot to fill Charlotte in on, so they should go somewhere and catch up. Lulu steps in and says, "I don't think so." Charlotte lashes out at her mom, and Dante steps in, suggesting Lulu and Valentin have a lot to talk about. He suggests she and Rocco go with him to the Metro Court pool. Lulu and Valentin agree that's a good idea, and Valentin says he'll talk to Charlotte later. Alone, Valentin tells Lulu that he sent Charlotte a sign that he was safe, and that he never sought her out. It was Charlotte who came after him. He says it's over, it's done, he's free, and he wants his daughter back. He wants to avoid family court, so he offers a compromise: joint custody. Lulu says he's out of his mind, and Charlotte's home is here. Valentin tells Lulu that she doesn't get it. He's not her problem, nor is Charlotte, nor is it that he's free. Valentin tells Lulu, "Your problem is you." Willow's the talk of the pool. Brook Lynn joins Chase and Phoebe at the Metro Court pool. She just came from work, and Sidwell left them with a PR nightmare. Chase tells Brook Lynn that Alexis reached out with a status report, and everything is moving on smoothly, and the birth father's paperwork has been certified. Brook Lynn asks if he's heard from Willow, and Chase hasn't talked to her much since evidence emerged suggesting Willow was at the scene of the accident and drove away. However, he knows Willow is being framed. Brook Lynn asks who would frame Willow. Chase says they both know who and looks over at Michael. Michael, who is with Jacinda, says he's surprised that Chase is here and not working overtime to exonerate Willow. He fills her in on Willow's latest troubles, which Jacinda notes sounds like someone planted evidence to frame her. Michael agrees but insists it wasn't him. Jacinda changes the subject to Chase and Brook Lynn and their adoption of Phoebe. She wonders if he's having second thoughts about breaking them up. He admits he's having second thoughts, but then thinks about Daisy, who just turned 1, and it kills him to be so far away from her. While he could never prove it, he's certain Willow targeted Daisy, and he has to do this for his kids. As their topic turns back to Willow and the accident, Chase confronts Michael and accuses him of framing Willow. Danny and Rocco make confessions. Dante, Rocco, and Charlotte arrive at the pool, and Danny is there as well. Charlotte walks over to say hi to him, while Rocco keeps his distance. Charlotte tells him the news about her dad, and wishes his dad could come home, but Danny says that isn't going to happen. She asks if something happened, so he tells her he snitched on Rocco to Brennan and that the chief didn't even care. Meanwhile, Rocco tells his dad that there is something else his dad needs to know. Charlotte told Danny that he shot Cullum. In the show's final moments, Dante doesn't understand why Charlotte would do that to her own brother, as the more people who know, the harder it is to keep it quiet. Rocco knows Danny is pissed, but he doesn't think he'll do anything. Charlotte lashes out at Danny for telling Brennan, and Danny says he had to try. His dad is all he has, and he understands if this costs him her friendship. She says she could never hate him, and if it were her dad, she'd do the same thing. Valentin says in a few short years Charlotte will be 18. If Lulu doesn't find a way to coexist with him, then he won't be the one Charlotte cuts out of her life. Valentin walks out of her house. Willow can't believe she didn't see it before, since Tracy has the motive, mean spirit, and resources to frame her. That causes Tracy to flash back to her fight with Brook Lynn, where she said she was fighting for her family and would do anything to save it. Tracy connects the dots. Chase tells Michael he just can't let Willow be happy, so he's setting her up again. Michael says it wasn't him, and Brook Lynn intercedes, asking them not to do this again. Chase says Michael's not worth it and walks off. However, Michael stops him and tells him not to throw Brook Lynn and Phoebe away for Willow. Finally, Jack asks Carly to step out, so he can talk classified stuff with Joss. Carly steps out, but not before calling Jack a son of a bitch, warning he'll pay for this.